Hey Pokè Peeps, so today we're trying something a little different and we're going to jump on a bandwagon for ranking Pokemon. So let's get started. So today we're going to be ranking Final Evolution starter Pokemon. So let's start with Venusaur. So when the games first came out, I always thought, what on earth is anyone thinking when they pick Venusaur as a good starter? However, since the addition of hidden moves such as chlorophyll and those sorts of things, Venusaur's really sort of shot up in my eyes. So normally I would have put Venusaur somewhere around down near the C tier. After running Venusaur in that Sun team, it's going up to an S tier because I know just how powerful it can be. Also, the design's awesome. With the playthrough of Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, really emphasizing its amphibian, froggish design with it hopping around, which was really cool, something that I never really saw the Pokemon as. Now, Charizard, I would say hands down one of the fan favorites, or at least the most well-known of the first trio of starters. I don't really like the design that much. It is cool, and competitively I don't understand how to use it, except for its Mega Evolution. So on a competitive note, I would put it in the C tier. Design-wise, I do like it, so it's going into the B tier there. Then we're going to go to Blastoise. Now, Blastoise I've used a lot. I love it. I think it's a great Pokemon. Mega Evolution helped it out. Rain Dish as its hidden ability also helped it out. Really useful in rain teams. So I'm going to put it in the A tier. Now we're going Meganium. I love the design. Hate the Pokemon. So I'm going to put it in the C tier. I love the dinosaur theme. I really do. I think it's a cool little, I think it's a Brachiosaurus. Whatever it is, it's cool. Like it. Keep it up. Now, Typhlosion. I like it a lot. Powerful in game. Got a Choice Scarf Eruption. It's doing all sorts of things for me. So that's going in the A tier there. As you can tell, it's actually really hard to rank these Pokemon. So just give me a break. These are my opinions entirely. If you have different opinions, please let me know down in the comments. Or even link me to yours, because I am interested to see what you guys like as well. Now for Alligator, hands down, going to the SS tier. Incredible Pokemon, incredible design, movesets, both offensively and you can run it a little bit defensively. I love it. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. It's my SS tier at the moment. Now, Sceptile. I know I've spoken about loving Sceptile's Mega Evolution, but its regular form isn't really that outstanding. Again, battle-wise, running it with Swords Dance and then some physical moves, really effective, but I just haven't had that much success with it. So it's going into the B tier. I just think there are Pokemon that can do its job a little bit better, at least in the competitive scene. Now we're getting to some of my favorite Pokemon. Okay, so I'm just going to skip straight ahead to Swampert. Again, I love water Pokemon, so you're going to see a lot of them in the SS tier just because they are absolutely bloody incredible. Now, for me, Swampert holds a little bit of sentimental and nostalgic value because I always grew up grabbing the Swampert as my starter Pokemon. So, A, it's going to be up there. I use it a lot in battling. B, it was the first Pokemon first starter Pokemon I soft resetted for. And after 4,763 encounters, I got that shiny little Mudkip. So that's why he's up there. Now we're going for Blaziken. Now, I don't really have that much of a connection to Blaziken. I like the design. I think it's a funny little chicken. And battle-wise, it isn't useless. So I'm going to put it in the A tier. It's quite effective. Again, I just haven't had that many options to use it. Torterra, in my hindsight, I want to go F tier. Never used it. never liked it. Don't really understand the design that well. It's cool. Reminds me of Spike from The Land Before Time. Actually, it reminds me of Spike, so we're going up at least a C tier there. But yeah, maybe I should start using some of these Pokemon a little bit more, because I just don't have any love for them or any real interest. Now, Infernape. I would say my second favorite fire starter Pokemon. Up there, just so diverse. You can run it physically, you can run it mixed, you can run it specially, which was what I usually did with Hidden Power Ice, Grass Knot, Flamethrower, and Vacuum Wave. Or if I was feeling a bit cheeky, Nasty Plot in there instead of the Grass Knot. So I definitely have to put it in the SS. It wrecked teams and I just love it so much. Another Pokemon that hidden ability has made it a useful Pokemon is Serperior. We're going to put that one up with the Venusaur because it is its special ability that's giving it its main prowess. Whereas the SS tiers, they're all good on their own accord. They don't need their hidden abilities to function well in a competitive scene, whereas the Venusaur with the Chlorophyll and the Contrary on the Serperior really do make a difference to that Pokemon. Then we're going with an Empoleon. I really enjoy it. I used to run a really cool set, which was Sub-Agility and the Pyappa Berry, I'm pretty sure, which used to completely decimate teams and was just awesome. So, have to put that one in there. Really think it's cool. Works well. Not quite an SS tier because it was very... had to come across very specific teams to set up. But when you did, it was lethal. So, getting an S pick for me. Now, a Pokemon that I've only just started using is the Ambor, I'm pretty sure. Wow, I completely spaced them. Running with a Choice Scarf and the Reckless ability with Double Edge, Head Smash, Flare Blitz, and those sorts of attacks. Absolute lethal Pokemon, particularly in the low tier that it is ranked. So I'm going to put it in the A tier because it does do quite well, but again, only in its own tier. Can't really be used outside, or at least I haven't been able to successfully yet. One of my least favorite starter Pokemon is the Samurott, I'm pretty sure. Just shows how little I've used it. Never really had a connection with it, but it's going there anyway. In the C tier, I don't really think I can put anything in the D or the F tier. Everything gets a passing mark. Everything is sort of okay, but there are some that are just going to just nick over those lines of what I consider to be a cool Pokemon. And design-wise, I just don't really like it too much. It's sort of a cross between like a Narwhal, and that's about it really in my head. What else will we do here? Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say for Samurott. Then we're going with the, oh my god, complete mental blank, Chestnut. Why was that even a mental blank? I do like Chestnut. I've started using it somewhat in battles as a defensive pivot, which I've been enjoying a lot. So I'm going to put that in the A rank. I think it's quite cool. Cool design. I just like it as a Pokemon. Then we've got Delphox. I like the theme. I just wish it was a little bit better competitively. I just can't. I just can't find useful ways of using it, unfortunately. Yeah, that's all I've really got for Delphox. Then we've got Greninja. Now, I know everyone's going to be saying, of course, you're going to put it up top. I am. Because, again, a little bit of nostalgic value in terms of being one of the first shiny Pokemon I bred with perfect IVs to be a shiny as well, with hidden power that I was after. So when I say perfect IVs, it wasn't exactly 31s and everything, but it was what I wanted to get the hidden power fire on there. So perfect in my eyes. Then we're going to the, again, Decidueye, I think it is. Kind of cool. Never really used it. Well, I have used it. Never really liked using it though. So it's getting a B tier there. And then we go Incineroar. He's going right up there. In terms of usage, I run it in both my VGC team as well as a few mock teams. So if you saw recently, I posted a video where I used Incineroar and Clefable to completely decimate a team. And yeah, so I've got a lot of love for Incineroar. I think it can be used quite differently depending on what you want. Obviously, in my last video, it was the more offensive variant, whereas in the VGC, it's the more pivotal and supporting moment with a little bit of offensive prowess there. Then we're going to be going with the Primarina. I like Primarina. Getting the S spot. I think it's really cute. Love the design. I do prefer the Poplio design. I think they went a little bit crazy turning into the Siren. I would have preferred it to stay a little bit more seal-like, maybe less hair, maybe something else going on his head. I just don't really like the hair. But other than that, I think it's a really cool design, and I love using the Pokemon competitively, particularly with that choice specs. Okay, now we're getting into Pokemon that I haven't used, and it's going to be purely onto the design. So we got Grookey, the Grass Monkey. I'm gonna say it's going A tier at the moment. For me, depending on whether this one moves up or not, is going to be its stat. Hopefully, it gets a fairly good speed stat and a fairly good attacking stat. I think that would be awesome. Obviously, if it did, I'd be moving it up to the S tier. I think it would have a little bit more competitive viability if it had those sorts of outstanding attacks. And I'm talking 100 base stat plus in both. And maybe a little bit of defense just to help it stay in the battle a little bit more. Okay, and then we've got the Scorbunny. So, Scorbunny, we're going to put... Yeah, it's going up there. I'm sorry. I have to put it there. I think it's an awesome design. I love it. I'm terrified that it's going to be a firefighting type. As you can see, we've had a few of them. So we've had the Infernape, then we had the Blaziken, the Ambor, and let's be completely fair, they wanted to make the Incineroar a firefighting. It's a wrestler Pokemon. Wrestling's fighting. I don't know how they went wrestling. Okay, we'll go dark. But I'm glad they did, giving it a little bit of variation throughout the generations. And I do love Incineroar, so I've got nothing bad to talk about it. Although, if we do get another firefighting, it will be a little bit upsetting. Then we've got Sobble, again, going straight up there. I'm really hoping for a pink shiny for the Sobble. I think that design would be really cool, and hopefully maintaining this same pink through that the Swampert and Mudkip and Marshtomp, that range did. I get a little bit frustrated when it's a nice pink in one and then it sort of fades or changes as it gets to the third evolution there. So this is my ranking for the starter Pokemon in all generations so far. Again, I'm very excited to see what we get with these starter Pokemon in the Sword and Shield. As always, guys, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Anyways, bye!